look like hell, boss.
What?
You look like hell, man.
I ain't asleep. Well,
why not?
Well, I don't know, because
you're working.
No, that's not the reason. I went to sleep early.
Huh?
You went to sleep early and you look like this, man. What the hell? You ain't got enough caffeine?
Wait. Hold on.
Let's go, and I'll explain. Let's go.
Who keeps fucking with my truck? I got it.
You did.
Can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Mister, will you please wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up?
Good morning! Snowman here to all you Brock Purdy and San Francisco 49er haters. Shut up! I gotta thank you, Shane.
I mean, whatever happened to the games where breaking 100 points was, I don't know, unusual?
There was one word to sum up the All-Star weekend.
Trays. Cause we take this job so serious.
Splash Brothers, yes. Ray Allen, replace him with Steve Kerr. Reggie Miller, yeah.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Oh yeah!
Let's get it, baby!
So I have a story to tell, and so does Droid. Good morning. Welcome to the Wacky Bronze-Sexual Wednesday edition of Snowman in the Morning. Glad to have you all with us. This first hour is presented by Invader Coffee, fuel for the fearless.
Well, I heard that's McCoffee's favorite brew.
It is, and slowly becoming mine. Here's what happened.
All right, story time. Let's go.
Here's what happened. I don't know what got into me yesterday, but I didn't get a nap. So at about 4:30, I decided I'm going to lay down, take a power nap, and then go into my evening work session because my wife will be home and all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then my wife decided I'm going to bring pizza home for dinner. Oh, boy.
Food coma.
Well, I never got a nap.
I was about to say, now the first question is, what type of pizza?
Better have toppings.
Sausage and mushroom.
Rip.
I don't know. I don't like mushrooms that much.
I don't either,
You do.
but they're not that bad.
I don't. So she brought pizza home, and
rip.
Unfortunately, it ripped my gut in half.
Ooh.
So after about an hour, I said, screw this. I'm going to bed.
Mm-hmm.
I climb in bed and I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to watch a few videos. Nope. Out I went. The next thing I knew, my wife was coming to bed. I looked at my clock and I'm thinking, okay, it's beyond 9 o'clock, maybe beyond 9:30. You know, I read 8:40. And it felt like I slept an entire night.
That's nuts, dude.
Fast forward a little bit. Friend of mine did a stream last night on Shador Sanders. So I weighed in. I went back to sleep.
Oh boy.
And it's a broken sleep. And the next thing I knew, at 2:30 this morning, I was up.
Oh, jeez.
Wife was sleeping away. And I was happy about that because she got a chance to rest. Y'all know I worry about her sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
I did not. I tried everything in the book.
Counting sheep, counting touchdowns thrown by Brock Purdy,
counting Montana touchdowns,
Steve Young touchdowns,
counting teams that didn't draft Shadur.
Yeah. 4.5 rounds worth of that. Counting players that were picked over Shadur. Even my wife got me hooked on Audible 7 years ago. She had a book going, and I'm thinking, okay, that's the trick. That's going to put me to sleep. No. You know what happened?
What's that?
That story ended on some bullshit.
Oh, no.
Oh, shit.
That story ended with a cliffhanger. And now I want to know what happens next. What happens next? You've been listening to, son of a...
Oops.
I was mad. I got up, I paced around, and I'm thinking, okay, she's going to get the next book, right? Jody is snoring out loud. Bless her heart. And then when I finally did doze back off, it was like 6 o'clock, and she had to get up and get out early today. So I thought she was going to start the book from the beginning. Nope. Right to the place where she left off.
Whoops.
Oh boy.
And Brian Snow never knew what happened. Nor did he understand.
I still don't understand. Because normally when my wife queues up a book on Audible, we're gone.
Right.
All we have to hear is those three little words. This is Audible. And both of us are
out.
This is Audible.
Listen, Victor has seen and heard said evidence.
Yeah. I remember one time we talked like late into the night one time, and then all of a sudden, like I'm like, okay, are you about to? He's like, yeah, I just crawled into bed with Jody, and we're still trying to like talk about some stuff going for tomorrow for the next show.
Yep.
And I hear this is Audible, and I hear
I was gone.
Hello.
I was a dead duck.
You know, speaking of ducks and all that great stuff, the great Fatino breaks open the Fanatic feedback zone.
Oh, the great Hampino, Mr. Blake Hammock. Aren't you supposed to be at work, mister?
How about them Canes getting it done?
And speaking of Canes, we went to Raising Canes. That shit is ass. I'm sorry, but if y'all ever had some Zaxby's or Slim Chickens, imagine that, but it's like a few times worse. Like, even the cane sauce wasn't the greatest.
Wow.
After living in North Carolina, wife and I saw like nothing but Zaxby's all over North Carolina. You know how many times we went to Zaxby's?
How many?
Zip.
Once.
There's a Raising Cane's not too far from the house, and I've never went there. I hear exactly what Droid just said. Nobody likes Raising Cane's.
Because that ain't all it raises.
Listen, the only thing that Cane's was good at was making sure the chicken was crispy on the outside and juicy on the inside.
Was it seasoned?
Was it seasoned? Hell no, it wasn't seasoned.
That's why. Because everyone who's ever told me when they went to Raising Cane's, they said it's exactly how it sounds. It tastes like you're eating a cane.
Listen,
You know,
it's just as bad as Church's chicken. If you ever had Church's
No.
Here we go.
I'm not letting you
I'll
slam.
stop you there.
I'm not letting you slam the Church's. Church's is fire.
Church's
No,
is great.
Here we go.
Church's is great, but I will say this: it depends on
Where you go.
where you get it.
Because
I hate restaurants like that. The restaurants that you have to know which location you're going to, or else it's going to be terrible. I shouldn't need to depend on which location I go to.
But you got to remember that not every chain is run by the same people. And not every recipe is going to be the same. I'll give a perfect example. The churches I went to, they had some spice. Even to their original recipe chicken, they got spice to it. And I'm like, why is the original recipe spicy? Because I gotta be careful. I gotta watch my spice because I have acid reflux.
Same here.
So
same here.
That's why I'm like, let me get original recipe because I can't do the spicy. I just the recipe. I'm like, there's a scratch in my throat. Why is the original recipe spicy? And if it is spicy, then Lord knows what's gonna happen when you pick the spicy.
Yeah, your chest is gonna burn, and whatever comes out of your body is gonna burn with it.
And
let's not forget, heaving. Just, I don't know, guys. I don't think this is original.
You know what? Here's what happened to me. Was in Durham, North Carolina. Never thought I'd see a Church's again because I saw none here in Indiana. None. Wouldn't you know it, we get down to Durham because we had a couple of errands to run. I look at Jody, she looks at me, and I saw the Church's, and I'm thinking, okay, we're gonna go somewhere else.
Nope.
I swear my wife knows me. I swear my wife knows the little
well, she married you, so I'd hope she knows
about a little secret. What I'm thinking is a little secrets about me being from the south side of Chicago. Son of a bitch, if she didn't see that and says, want to try some Church's? What? And before I could say, hell yeah, she's in the drive-thru.
Right.
Now, one thing about folks in North Carolina, if you are a native of North Carolina, like Victor is, in 3 words, you season everything.
That's like what I do when I make my own chicken. Snowman should know because I made chicken for him.
That put me in a coma inside 30 minutes.
Because I season the egg wash, I season the chicken itself, and I season the
listen.
The dredge.
If I go to your house and you don't come to me and say, hold on, it might be another hour, the chicken hasn't marinated well yet, I'm leaving.
I like the way you think. Because I've been doing buttermilk marinated fried chicken. Lord have mercy.
Listen, if you don't marinate and tell me I gotta wait for my food, I'm
leaving.
I'm gone. I quit.
I'm long gone.
I quit.
The first time Victor made chicken for me, he said, it's gonna be a bit.
Right.
Like how long of a bit? Because I had just come home from doing a baseball game. He said it's gonna be about an hour and a half. I figured, okay, I'll doze off on the couch. Victor,
yes,
I love you, but I hate you at the same time because as soon as I fell asleep, that aroma smacked me in the mouth.
Yeah. Well, we had a smaller apartment, so anytime you cook anything, and that smell gonna linger for a little bit, you're gonna smell that grease.
The way he seasoned that chicken, and I mean every part of it.
Okay. But like I love y'all. I don't like to cut y'all off, but it's too early in the morning to get hungry.
No, it's
It's
not.
11:18 a.m. here on the East Coast. Shut the fuck up.
10 a.m.
Boy, shut up.
Droid.
It's 10 a.m. for me too.
Droid. Shut up. You know you like food as much as we do. Shut up.
I will say this though. It was amazing. If I do say so myself.
Listen,
But the one thing I love about churches is
Mhm.
them honey butter biscuits.
And you want
Rip.
and you want to know the best part about Canes?
Leaving?
The exit?
That's it.
The exit?
Just the toast. Just the toast. That was the best part.
Oh, the toast.
The whole experience was the Texas toast.
I was gonna say, you want the
That's
best thing about
just
Canes is
sad.
the exit.
Yeah. Best thing about Canes, leaving.
And that's what the Hurricanes did to the New Jersey Devils. They showed them the door.
Ooh.
Showed them the door in double overtime and say,
By the way,
"Yeah."
so Victor can attest to this. I don't know what he said, but Blake said some type of Shannon Sharp line.
Oh
no!
I don't remember exactly what it was.
Oh,
But he was like
no.
Canes in 5.
Mm-hmm.
It was it said something like with buttered chicken, Canes at 5.
Yep.
And wouldn't you know it, that happened.
Canes
So
in
slipping,
five.
Listen,
flipping,
after the
Canes
first
at 5.
period,
Canes
we
at
were at
5.
the game in Lawrence at the Hog.
Mm-hmm.
And we recorded our little videos, and then the Canes went down 3-0. I'm like, oh, Canes probably not gonna win in 5. And then the second period.
Oh,
Second period happened, and Canes said, "Hold my beer."
With that, we welcome back
Canes, the Canes said, "I'll have one bear,
What?
what? What?
3 bears,
What?
4 bears,
What?
5 bears,
What?
6 bears,
What?
7 bears,
What?
8 bears,
What?
9 bears,
What?
and a Bloody Mary."
What?
No, I'm not drunk. I'm just getting started.
What? Piece on my computer. I have that piece.
But yeah, so at that game, well, let's get some hockey going first before we tell the story about.
Wait a minute.
At Hogland Park.
Wait. I'm watching a highlight here. Blue Jays and Red Sox. The center fielder slips, falls on the warning track, and makes the catch behind his back.
Yeah, that happened last night.
Makes the catch.
And I was watching that this morning on the 4-letter network, and I was like, "This dude did what?"
And had a shit-eating grin on his face.
Yeah.
Just
After
like
he
you,
made the
sir.
catch. I never have a eating grin on my face.
Oh, yeah.
Shut up, bitch!
Droid, yesterday you missed the massive troll fest we were doing.
Listen,
Yes.
I got swapped over to day shift, so I'm basically only on the show 3 times a week now.
Only 3?
Because I work Tuesday and Thursday day shift.
Gotcha.
Oh, we trollololololed so much yesterday.
But one of the biggest things that happened yesterday was the Senators brought it to a game 6.
Yep.
After shutting out. Oh, by the way, this is the former Bruin that did this. Linus Ullmark, 29 for 29.
Why the fuck did we let him go?
Because you're the Bruins.
You know what, Rock?
Shut up, bitch!
And
you're screwed. Yeah, you're totally screwed.
And everyone tried to jinx him in on Reel, saying stuff like, "Oh, shut out, watch, please jinx," and he's like, "Nah."
I don't believe in jinxes.
Vegas took a 3-2 series lead after beating the Wild 3-2.
Mm-hmm.
And Edmonton took the series back in their hands, winning 3 in a row.
And they'll close that series out in Canada. They'll close that series out in Alberta.
And then the Canes.
And then the Canes. Then the Canes.
Mercer,
Canes 5.
Mercer, Meyer, Nason. 3-0 Devils. I'm like, oh no. It's going to be one of those games without Freddie Anderson, right?
Wrong.
Enter Pyotr Kochetkov. Actually, no. Enter Taylor Hall.
Mm-hmm.
Goal from Stan Coven. Next up, a guy named Blake. Boom, 3-2. And then a man by the name of Andrei Svechnikov tied the game.
He made Svetch happen.
Mm-hmm. You did.
A minute and a half later, Nico Hischier takes the lead back for the Devils. And hold on, I gotta do just like how you do Wardell, Stephen Curry, all right?
Oh, no.
Wow, boy.
Enter Sebastian Antero Aho.
Oh, boy.
The crowd jumps up. It's a tie game, 4-4. And then for the next 2 whole periods,
Mm-hmm.
no goals. And we get into double overtime. I'm driving down I-70 at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're already on our way back. We've already been at Raising Cane's, tasted whatever the hell that was. And the thing is, Blake is like, "Oh, it was so good. It was so good." And I was like, "No, it wasn't. That was terrible."
Y'all are having an argument while there's a hockey game going on, talking food. Yeah, that sounds normal.
Yeah, it was the fattest conversation I've ever had.
You ain't been around me and Victor yet.
But about
None of y'all been around me to have an argument fully yet.
I have.
You know what I mean.
About 4 minutes in to the second overtime. Enter again, Mr. Sebastian Antero Aho, courtesy of FanDuel Sports Network Carolina.
Coming up on a minute left here in the second half of the double minor. It comes across Aho. Wanted to get it to Jarvis off the boards. Back for Gossespierre. Aho! Game over! Series over! Sebastian Aho wins it on the power play in overtime!
And again, remember, this is coming off of a double minor for a high stick.
Mm-hmm.
Sheldon Keefe. Get five.
Hang on a second. Hang on a damn second.
You're fired.
There you go.
Which proves once and for all, Sheldon Keefe will never be Duncan Keefe.
True.
Facts.
And yes,
They're not even spelled the same.
It don't matter.
And also, that was courtesy of NHL Goal Bot. Basically, the bot that posts all the clips of the NHL goals. But a couple nights ago,
Okay.
my Panthers played the Lightning in an important Game 4.
Yeah, we were doing the Grill Sports podcast when they were playing.
I saw that.
Antoine Lundell scores with 10:54 remaining in the second from Brad Marchand and Ito Los Sereno. Goal 1-0.
I swear, if Marchand ends
In
up
the
getting a
second
Stanley
period,
Cup.
with 7:39 remaining and 7:28 remaining, Chafee and Chernak for the Bolts. It's now 2-1. And for almost a whole period of play plus change, it seemed like Florida had nothing in response.
They didn't. For the longest time, they had nothing.
And then the horn sounds, but no goal.
No goal.
Both Brad Marchand and Sam Bennett were offside. Two players simultaneously. I don't know how a lines judge misses two whole players offside, but he did.
Somebody needs their glasses checked.
Good question.
Well, a lot of these refs need their eyes checked. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that's the way it is in all pro sports. The hell you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Enter Aaron Ekblad again.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Not to, he's like, let me take another shot at this. I didn't get it the first time. So then, my friend, with about 4 minutes remaining, he gets the Panthers going.
It's Verhaeghe's turn. Trying to drag it out in front. Gensel has it, unable to clear. Ekblad leaves it for Reinhardt. Waiting. Ellen goes save. Scores! This one will count, and we're tied at 2.
Back to the point, and a little give and go, and then the shot, and then Ekblad, he takes off down the middle of the ice.
Oh, but the Panthers weren't done.
Nope.
Enter Jared Seth Jones.
11 seconds
Fifth
later.
career playoff goal. This place is alive.
They try to pull a Blackhawks.
He has 118 career regular season goals. That's the franchise record. They score again off a Caramount in front.
The legendary Sean McDonough on the call.
Seth Jones
Courtesy of NHL on
as he's the
ESPN.
first to the bench for the celebration.
And then finally, Carter Verhaeghe got his goal. To make it 27, franchise playoff record.
Verhaeghe gives me nightmares.
The greatest playoff goal scorer.
The empty netter to finish it off.
3 minutes in goals, and in game
And
one
you
in
gotta
goals
realize
as
how good
well.
the field is.
Tampa throws it around the boards. They
Got
don't
an
go
amazing
after it.
pass.
It's bobbled it just outside the blue line. Verhaeghe in.
And that is our
What's
hockey
that?
wrap-up.
There's 3 games tonight, and
Yes,
2 of the
there is.
series could end up ending.
All I have to
Canadians,
say to that
Capitals.
is go Cats go.
Canadians, Capitals tonight at 7. Washington leads the series 3-1. The aforementioned Cats, the Panthers taking on the Lightning at 7:30. Florida up 3-1. Nightcap, Blues, Jets series tied at 2 apiece.
There might be an upset in that series. That series may, and I capitalize the word may, produce an upset. That may produce an upset. And oh, by the way, to a couple of people that think we don't talk all sports on this show, we just spent about, 21 minutes?
20 minutes talking some hockey.
Talking some hockey.
And after this,
Now let me do this running joke that Mr. McCoffey put together for us.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
A few years ago. Yes, there
Talking
are
hockey?
black men talking hockey. And all y'all, because I've been doing it for the entirety of the show. Let's take a break. When we come back, I have a bone to pick with some people.
Oh,
come
no.
on. What about the hog?
Later. Back in a minute.
I got these photos pulled up.
Yep.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Are you ready to upgrade your coffee game? Prepare for an invasion of flavor with Invader Coffee. It's the caffeinated elixir that fuels champions, the blend that pushes boundaries. Whether you're battling deadlines or exploring uncharted territories, Invader Coffee has your back. Join the invasion at invadercoffee.com and taste the difference for yourself. Use the code SNOWMAN for 15% off your first order. Invader Coffee, veteran owned.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
The spirit of battle is a powerful force. It's a force that drives us, pushes us beyond our limits. It's a fire in our hearts that fuels our determination, our commitment, our strive for greatness. Every challenge faced, every obstacle overcome, it sharpens our skills and fortifies our resolve. This relentless pursuit of excellence makes the journey so exhilarating. And the victory, it makes the victory sweet.
Hey everybody, Snowman here. Looking for the best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you sign up and use the code SNOWMAN, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
So our friend Joy paid a visit to the Hog, not the Fog, but the Hog in Lawrence, Kansas. Joy, it's yours.
Listen, so first things first, like it's like top of the 4th, I think, and Blake's dad goes, "Hey, I think that's great. Hey, Blake, look, it's Grady Dick." I'm like, "Wait, what?" I look over and he's like, "Holy sh!" So Blake is the first photo. I wait patiently, as a man who's professional does. I waited patiently and finally got my photo. And damn, I look short. Hold on. It's not the right photo.
Let's see it. Because you sent it to us in the group chat. Do you have it?
There it is.
Okay.
First off, cool to meet him. Second off, why wasn't I wearing my good coat so I could look good?
You do look good. Quit complaining.
And why do I have this awkward smile? What am I doing?
Did you
But
drink something last night?
I wish I did. But here are some photos from the game that I took on my phone, by the way. You would think Lennon took these, but no.
Oh, they went with the red sleeve motif last night. Nice.
You know what it's called, right?
A vest.
No, hold on. It's a the series itself. It's called like something classic.
Border classic, I think.
No, it was in honor of a Kansas City Monarchs player. Buck O'Neil.
Buck O'Neil.
Yes.
These are the Buck O'Neil jerseys that they were wearing.
Nice. Very nice.
There's one of their pitchers that sucks.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, these are all the night shots.
And they still use the even though they have
Look at that hit.
That's clean.
He absolutely nuked this over the third baseman, by the way, to left field.
Drop down to a knee like Beltray.
Mm-hmm.
Sliding on in.
Buck O'Neil. He's actually an MLB 25, by the way.
This guy right here is our closer. And did he have a hell of a ninth?
Did he strike out the side?
He almost did. He had a pop. I think he had a throw out to first.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, I think he did. I think he had a perfect inning.
Oh, nice.
Almost. But the windup, and look at that arm motion.
That dude's rearing back to throw 97.
Look at that landing spot. Shane, you and I talk about this a lot. Look at that landing spot.
Oh, he's shortening that up by a good 6 feet.
Mm-hmm.
I think these were during his warm-up pitches. That was the easy out they got.
Mm-hmm.
And I started getting these type of photos. And by the way, I took this photo. I felt so bad.
Why?
Because they called him out. And I was like, damn,
safe.
I have evidence saying he's not out.
He's clearly safe.
The umpire went to the Angel Hernandez
I
school.
am going to make this very clear. I hate the safety bag. I hate it.
I hate it, but I understand it.
I understand it, but still.
I understand. I hate the I hate the safety bag, but I do understand it because there have been I've watched so many collisions at first
this
base.
photo is so tough. I love this photo right here. On the windup, a little bit of motion blur in the glove, but everything else seems pretty clear cut.
Yeah, that dude's landing a good
Look
6
at that
feet
pitch
down.
location too.
Mm-hmm.
Upstairs.
Look at
That's
that.
post windup.
For all of you tuning in,
and I missed.
you're not
What
me.
he's swinging at. He's swinging at basically nothing.
He's swinging at it. He's swinging at something.
And
like
I think I have a photo later on in this. I think I have a photo later on in this of him walking away in shame. And you can hear the students.
I'd walk away in shame too.
And the thing is, Blake, oh yeah, there was a dude in the student section dressed up as John Brown, the civil rights dude.
Oh my gosh.
These post wind-up shots, mid wind-up shots, they were amazing to take. And, it felt as like one of those things where it was like, oh yeah, you see that pitch speed, by the way? Hold on. 94 off the hand.
Yeah, this dude was throwing some ched.
And here's the thing. You want to know something I noticed? Hold on. Is right here. Mizzou had 2 errors.
Kansas had 1.
Yeah.
Nobody had a good day today except this pitcher.
It was a good day because they played baseball. It was a good day for everybody involved. I don't care if it's a close game or a blowout.
Any day on the diamond's a good one.
Any day on the diamond's a good one.
Our friends over at KU took the win 9-3 and have extended their win streak to 9 wins in a row.
I want to see him in June in Omaha. That's all I'll say. I want to see him in June in Omaha.
And trust me, Blake will say this. Is Jordan that short or was he seated? Listen, also, not only was Grady Dick a whole step above me, because the thing is, I waited patiently out, and I approached him. I was like, "Hey, I know you've been taking photos all day. Can I just get one? You can be on, and you be on your way." And he's like, "Yeah, sure." I try to be as professional as possible, and I look as unprofessional as possible.
And you look short.
Because I am short, sir. I am 5'7", officially, according to my pediatrician. The one who gets me my meds.
The one who gets you your meds officially measures you at 5'7"?
Yes, finally.
Nice. Well, my family doc,
they are second in the Big 12 behind, guess who? West Virginia. They are having a hell of a year over there.
I get weekly press releases from the Big 12, and that's one of the conferences I'm going to follow next year.
Next year? Why not follow them this year?
Oh, trust me, I am, but I'm talking about on a play-by-play scale.
Right.
But yeah, again, the Hog, it was electric. Like for a game that didn't seem all that important, just based off of Mizzou's record alone, near bottom of the SEC. Which, by the way, there was some bullshit, and I think it was the 7th or the 8th, where the catcher threw the ball away on a chase down and got in the way of the runner. And that's catcher's interference by the book.
It is.
That's catcher's interference.
It is.
But they called him out at home. At third, and then they threw the third. They said third was out as well. And that
should have been interference. Easy.
That is a beautiful resemblance of SEC bias.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just in football, people.
I've seen it in
baseball too, but they did go and review it. And I guess the Big 12 was being very as nice as possible about it, because they're like, dude, at least third safe.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't call it catcher's interference for some reason.
Because they all went to the Angel Hernandez School of Umpiring.
They went to the Jerry
thing is,
West.
their ruling was he did not impede with the runner's progress. Yeah, right.
What type of cocaine are they smoking?
They went to the Joe West School of
umpiring.
And I hate Joe West.
Who doesn't?
Which prompts this question. And I know I'm going to date myself when I ask this question, but I'll ask anyway. Who's your favorite umpire of all time? For
to
me,
hate on or to actually root for?
To actually root for.
I ain't got one.
I have one. For me, it's a fellow by the name of Dutch Rennert. Look him up. Look up the name Dutch Rennert, because he had a booming strike call, which sent me into all sorts of laughter. And
he was like the baseball's Wes Macaulay, being
basically
very enthusiastic about
yes.
Because you remember Wes Macaulay's most iconic call in hockey is like Florida number 5, Washington number 12, 5 minutes each for fighting.
Yes, I remember.
5 minutes each for fighting.
Oh my gosh!
And then
I think the NBA's got 2 or 3 equivalents to that.
And you knew, and the thing is, we knew as soon as he said that, the announcers were going to eat that up.
Oh, they did.
Oh, I'd eat it up, because the lone hockey game I've done in person, It was a heated rivalry. It was Mount Carmel and Brother Rice. Good Lord, what is with me in that damn rivalry? Had the same thing, but instead of a fight, it was a cross check. And back then, they didn't have the referees announce the calls. This was like 2014.
Mm-hmm.
He did this, and his armband fell off. For a signal of a cross check. And he's trying, the guy's trying not to laugh. I'm trying not to laugh, and I'm on the air.
Right.
We're having fun here on this Wednesday edition of Snowman in the Morning. We got to take a break, but what's up?
Coming up next, 2 potential series in the NBA playoffs could end tonight.
Playoffs?
Please.
Snowman thinks 2 will.
Talk about playoffs. You kidding me?
Snowman,
Playoffs?
Snowman thinks 2 will. I'm afraid only 1 will. We'll find out in a deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
The spirit of battle is a powerful force. It's a force that drives us, pushes us beyond our limits. It's a fire in our hearts that fuels our determination, our commitment, our strive for greatness. Every challenge faced, every obstacle overcome, it sharpens our skills and fortifies our resolve. This relentless pursuit of excellence makes the journey so exhilarating. And the victory, it makes the victory sweet.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free and will even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Weather, driving can become downright dangerous.
What's your emergency, please?
Trust Battle Vision Storm, the revolutionary glare reduction glasses that turn your sight bright during bad weather at night or during the day. Watch your ordinary vision become extraordinary. Battle Vision Storm uses light optimizing lenses that block blue rays so you see clearly in heavy rain at night or blinding snow during the day. Heavy rain, Snow, sleet, or fog can make it impossible to drive. Not with Battle Vision Storm. Get your Battle Vision Storm for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs and supply chain shortages, this may be your last chance to get your very own at this low price. There is a strict limit of 4 Battle Vision Storm per order while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-483-6319 or visit battlevisionstorm.com. So call 1-800-483-6319 now.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
2 potential closeout games tonight in the NBA playoffs. One of them interests both Droid and myself. It's Game 5 of the Warriors and the Rockets, and what has been, well, lately has been an outstanding series.
Oh, it's been an amazing series.
But as Victor pointed out, and very true, the Warriors held serve at home. And that was one of the factors all of us looked into, because you had to think, with the history with these two teams, that there was a potential for the Warriors to steal one in Texas. And you wouldn't think it would be possible because the Warriors are coming off of a play-in game in which they took care of business. Well, they took care of business in the play-in game, and they snatched one in Texas.
They snatched the first one.
And that was the one they needed to get. That was the one. That first one is the one they needed to get because they're warm. They're coming off of the play-in game. Rockets had a chance to rest. And listen, the Rockets are the number 2 seed for a reason. All right. They won 52 games this year.
Right.
I play around with Droid all the time when I mess with him about the Rockets, but I have loved the way these two teams have played in recent playoff memory.
This is why so many people say, and I agree, that the West just plays superior basketball because there really are no odds-on favorites like in the East, the Cavs, the Celtics, and right now the Knicks. In the West,
down a game.
And the Knicks are done. We'll get to that in a moment. But it's the Rockets and the Warriors and
Wolves Lakers.
Early game. I want to say it's an early game tonight.
7:30.
Yeah, 7:30.
Droid, you want to do that one?
What?
You heard me.
No,
Shut up, Austin. Dubs. It's Dubs Rockets 7:30. You on the stick or not?
Tonight?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Hell no, I'm gonna be at work.
I'll be on the stick for that one. I'll be on the stick for that one because
I'd rather call off work and call my Panthers than call whatever you want, whatever the series has been. Oh, great! And in the game, I'm playing it. My next mission is called Rocket Up. This makes me feel so much better.
What the hell are you playing over there?
Motorfest.
You're playing Mutterfest, and your next mission is called what?
Rocket Up.
Rip.
All right. So we have that one. My only concern is we know how hard the Rockets play defensively.
Yes.
And the last game the Warriors won was by a tray.
And Fred VanVleet had a good look at a game-tying 3.
Right.
He had a good look.
Something tells me something screwy is going to happen. I think the Rockets may pull this one out.
Yeah, I think so too. Would I love for the Warriors to close this out in 5? Absolutely. But the Warriors wrested home court advantage away, and they took care of business at home. And so it's probably likely it's going to go to Game 6 on Friday in San Francisco.
Especially because I still think now, I might be wrong, is JB still a game time decision or is he still out?
JB played Game 4.
Oh, he played Game 4. Okay,
he played Game 4, led the Warriors with 27 points.
Okay, so that makes it a little bit easier to believe that they're going to take
from what I'm hearing so far, and I'm looking at it right now, or looking it up right now. He will be a go.
He'll be a go. Okay, so that
will
makes
be a go for
better.
Game 5.
a little bit better. So maybe the Devils may pull this one out in 5. But if Butler gets starts favoring his leg again, that might be one thing that the Rockets can jump up on.
Well, here's the thing: the Warriors have won a game in this series without Butler.
Yeah, they have.
won game 3. They won game 3 without Butler, 104-94. Did it involve them wiping out a double-digit deficit? Of course.
Right.
Because both teams have had double-digit deficits wiped out.
And they have come back for them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be something to see. I'm definitely gonna be looking forward to watching this.
I'm looking forward to that too. And now, from what I'm seeing, Butler will go.
Okay.
Butler will go tonight in Houston.
Now,
should the Warriors win this game, it gives them 5 days off.
Yep.
Yeah, it does. Now, here's my question about all this, and we're talking about the East a second ago.
Mm-hmm.
With Indiana knocking Milwaukee out, what does this do to Giannis? Because the four-letter network put up a stat where Giannis has averaged in the last 10 playoff games 30, 15, and 8, and the Bucks are 1-9.
I said this to the big dog. I think Giannis is gone.
I think so too.
Where does he land?
I think Giannis is out of there.
The question is, where does he land?
That's the question.
We came up with 3 spots.
Okay.
Number 1, Portland. Number 2, Phoenix, but it would take a very large package.
Yeah,
it would also have to include KD.
It would have to include Kevin Durant.
3rd, how about the Bay?
And that's just the Bay being greedy as hell.
Right?
You know what?
Pick, but how about the Bay?
For an 11-year veteran, and we already got Jimmy Butler.
Mm-hmm.
Steph is in his 16th year, so he's heading down the road to Springfield.
Mm-hmm.
Draymond Green is in his 13th season. To pick up someone who still has prime left in Giannis, would it take a hell of a package? I think it would.
Yeah, it would.
It would take a hell of a package, and the Warriors have already, though they've had good results in spending future assets, I don't think they'll kick the tires on this one, unless, like with the KD situation, Giannis makes the first call.
Yeah.
If Giannis makes the first call, then it's game on.
Then it's over. It's game on. Joe Lacob will open the checkbook.
Because there's no way that the Bucks would shop Giannis to the East. Anyone in the East.
Hell no.
Giannis has destroyed the East. Giannis has destroyed the East just like Jason Tatum is doing now.
And where would you put him? Who would take him? Well, not who would take him, but like who would you put them? Who would you shop him to? Because wherever you guys go, it's going to be a big boom for that team.
And here's the thing: Giannis is in
Boston. You definitely do not shop in Boston.
Giannis is actually in the middle of a extension to go through 2027 because he recently signed a 3-year, 175 contract.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
But at the same token, the last time the Bucks meant something was when they won during COVID.
Right.
And seriously, there's no chance of Milwaukee doing anything right now.
Especially given the fact, and we talked about this briefly, so we may as well open the can of worms right now. Is the career over for Damian Lillard?
That's a good question too.
Because with a torn ACL for a fellow that's in his 11th year or his 12th year, oh, that's painful.
Yes,
that's painful.
Yeah, you spells the end of a career because of just how damaging that injury is.
They're saying it's actually an Achilles tear, not an ACL.
Okay, but still, you're still talking about 9 to 12 months.
Yeah, Lillard's 34. Lillard's 34, so this is going to take a while to. Yeah, plus the fact he's had DVT, which is deep vein thrombosis.
I've been there with that one, which are basically blood clots.
Yeah.
DVT are basically blood clots from a fellow who's fought them and won.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm
right
just worried
now,
about that. I'm just worried about that. Isn't it? You just told me
it's a 10-month. It's a 10-month recovery on average for an Achilles.
Yeah, so next month may be gone for him.
Mm-hmm.
Next season, man.
Next season. Why did I say next month? I'm tired. Next season may be a goner for Damian Lillard.
Mm-hmm.
He may go through what Klay Thompson went through. Only Klay Thompson went through it twice.
Right.
Yeah, here's the thing. Thompson's was the fact he tore his Achilles while recovering from a torn ACL.
Yeah, because he tore the ACL against Toronto in Game 6 in 2019 finals. Which, by the way, should the Warriors go the distance, it will be only the second time the Warriors did not have home court advantage unless something really goofy happens in the Eastern Conference.
Right.
Because I stand by my pick that I made it at the top of the season. I stand by
Warriors and Celtics.
By Warriors Celtics. I stand by my pick of that.
Yeah.
Because right now in the West, and I listen, OKC has been amazing. Don't get me wrong.
Still don't trust them.
But you're talking about a pissed off Warrior team in which Charles Barkley said they've only had a good 2 weeks. Wrong answer. They've had a good 6 weeks. And right now, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Meanwhile, someone in the background yelling Lakers in 5.
Look, we're gonna have that end of season service tomorrow.
I'm gonna have fun with that.
Let's switch gears to that. The Timberwolves.
No, let's not. I was feeling good, then you had to open your mouth. No, I'm kidding.
Man, what the hell is wrong with you?
I say the Timberwolves close up shop tonight.
I think so too.
Yeah.
And I think they win it going away.
Which means the father's going to have to be around tomorrow for this end of season service.
And I might have to get someone to help you with that.
Now, I asked this question. How did this happen?
Easy.
LeBron's pulling his best John Cena.
I will answer. Listen, let me answer that question in a complete sentence.
Mm-hmm.
JJ Redick is a horrible coach. He's pulling a Tom Thibodeau. He's wearing out his players.
He's playing them down to the bone. Playing to the bone.
Go back and look at Game 4.
Yeah, they were JJ
Redick gassed his players for the entire second half.
Mm-hmm.
First time that's happened in 50 years that no one got subbed in the second half for a team.
And now they have to try to win in LA.
Good luck with that.
The Wolves are ready. The Wolves are ready to. The Wolves are ready to
take it over.
Yes, thank you.
Here's the thing that gets me. You had basically quote unquote the trade of the century. You get Luka. You trade away your dead weight in AD.
Mm-hmm.
Not talent wise, but just he can't stay healthy.
Oh my leg! Oh my leg! Oh my leg!
I mean, we know this because 2 days after he got traded, what happened? He got hurt.
He went down.
So you trade him away. You get Luka, who's a hell of a hand.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone told me this was the trade that will send the Lakers to the finals.
Who told that lie?
Exactly.
A lot of people.
Give me this camera. Give me this camera. Who in the hell told this lie?
I told you, there's a lot of bronsexuals where I work at. So a lot of them were like, this is going to lead.
Are they in your Discord too? Because they're definitely in mine.
No. But everyone was saying that this was going to lead LeBron and the Lakers to the finals. Luka and LeBron are going to take over.
It's never going to work. It's never going to work for the simplest.
It isn't working now.
Look, I said at the time of the trade it wasn't going to work. And the one reason that it's not going to work is rearing its head. You have a couple of ball-dominant players that want the ball all the time, and they can't have it all the time.
It's a couple of alpha dogs having a pissing contest, and it's going to screw the Lakers.
Yeah, it's about to do it now.
In more ways than one.
And Ant's about to feast. He's about to feast.
Okay, let's play a little over-under before we go to halftime.
Okay.
Over-under 40 points for Ant-Man. Over. I'm going over.
I'm going under, but
I'm
that's
going
because
under.
Minnesota's going to spread the ball around.
Yep, I'm gonna go under, but it'll be by maybe under by 4 points. I think he'll go 36.
He's gonna have 30. Ant's
Minimum of 30, but I see him going 35. But Minnesota's going to spread the ball.
Yeah,
I say 36.
And they spread the ball all the way around. This is not even a question of who's going to win, but how much the Wolves are going to win by. Look at the spread. You know what?
Believe it or not, right now, I saw it this morning.
Mm-hmm.
The Lakers are actually favored by 5.5.
Really?
Our spreads are brought to you by BetUS.com. BetUS.com, where the game begins. Lakers by 5.5.
And the over under total was 210.5.
Really?
You can wipe both of those out.
Wow.
You can wipe both of those out because I think Minnesota will win by double digits, and they're going to go over on the point total.
It wouldn't surprise me to see over on the point total, but I'll take Minnesota by 8.
Maybe it's just me being greedy, but I want Minnesota to blow the Lakers out.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me to see them blow the Lakers out. I mean, that's going to be.
Right.
I mean, it's going to come down to the fourth quarter, given.
Mm-hmm.
If the Lakers were to win, it would have to come from the defensive side. They have to just put up,
which means Luka's going to have to learn how to play defense.
He's going to have
along with LeBron.
Yeah, they're going to have to be a defensive dynamo for the Lakers to pull at least this one out.
Which isn't going to happen.
Of course, Shannon Sharp Lakers at 5.
Yeah, Shannon said that.
No. Shannon got to worry about his own stuff. He can't.
Yeah, I'm not talking about Shannon on this show.
Right.
Okay, we talk sports, not
that stuff.
Not that. All right, we're at halftime, and when we come back, the entirety of the second hour is going to be about you know what.
Uh-oh.
No. Do I have to?
Okay, well, wait. Not the entirety of the second hour. Not the entirety. Oh, what the hell am I talking about? After what I've been through the past 2 weeks,
the entirety.
I didn't do one last week.
The entirety.
We got
we'll
time.
Back in the deuce, and y'all better be ready.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
During bad, SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
I think I finally found.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Hey, Mason. Got a new house. It's looking pretty cool so far.
A place that I call home.
I'm teaching Louise how to cook some lasagna.
It only takes a spark to make a fire start.
Thank you.
Study, please.
I think I finally found a place to make my own. A place that I call home. This place that I call home.
My mother was always very familiar with her neighborhood, but one day she stopped at the stop sign for much longer than usual, and she didn't know whether she should go forward or turn, and she wasn't even really sure where she was at. It was very unsettling for her.
I felt so much better after my son told me, Mom, I don't want you to worry or be afraid. I'll be there for you and we'll figure it out.
This planet has been great to me. It's given me gifts that I can't even explain. It's given me adventures and memories I'll never forget. And Battleborn, I think, has given me the opportunity to go beyond and give something back. How can I be a better custodian to this planet and the place I live? That's where I am with Battleborn. Let's make the planet a better place.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts. Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast. Every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets.
Mister? How do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Rolling right along on this Wednesday edition of Snowman in the Morning, and we want to introduce one of our new partners, a daily bet, daily prop bet partner. It's Wanna Parlay, the world's richest parlay. Man, where'd you go?
Got something to deal with. Give me a minute.
Okay. The world's richest parlay, Wanna Parlay. Go to wannaparlay.com rather, and use the code Snowman for a 250% match. I'll get that read right one day. Now then, tomorrow and Friday. Yes, you heard me correctly. And I'm gonna frighten the piss out of the big dog for this. Tomorrow and Friday.
Passionate.
Come after me! I'm a man! I'm 40!
Unflinching.
Let's go back to losing. Parking was easier.
Unrelenting.
They're not gonna keep him off the field tonight!
Totally.
This one has a chance!
Deeds.
That's not just a murmur, that's a full-blown fibrillation.
And he just confirmed for tomorrow and Friday. So we're gonna
go boy
for 2 days this week. And later this summer, a full Totally Deets week.
Oh, okay.
That's gonna be fun.
Uh-huh.
Is it with the Tournament of Greatness again?
You know who else is dropping by tomorrow?
Who? It's the Mic Drop Moran takeover.
Yep.
Oh boy.
The TFT Token Female Takeover.
Token Female Takeover for the full second hour tomorrow. And people are responding. They love it.
Nice.
They love it. They love it. Now,
do I really have to push this damn button?
Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Actually, we're going to do something different. to kill a little more time.
Okay.
And oh no, I'm kidding.
Oh dear.
Look at the look that Big Dog just gave me. For those of you on our radio stations that are listening, Big Dog just flashed me a look of death when I pushed.
Don't you dare.
I mean, it could always be worse. No.
Why am I catching the stray?
For beating a dead horse, there's that.
Because of your conspiracy theory, you bastard.
Like, why am I catching the
No.
stray?
If you were really going to catch a stray, you'd catch this.
This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation.
Catching a stray anyway.
Because someone needs to tell Gerald.
You're fired.
Once and for all.
I've been trying to get that.
Trust me, Joel ain't the only one who needs to go. Because he needs to go too.
Yes,
someone needs to tell him.
You're fired.
Pretty much.
Because they all went here.
So I realized that I think, even though it's not advertised,
right,
there has to be a place for stupid people. We don't know because we're not stupid, so we don't know anything about it. It's like a secret club society.
Oh my gosh.
So I come to the conclusion that he graduated from SU, stupid university. Yeah, all the stupid ass letters that go along with graduating high honors of being stupid. I can't do no more, man.
Aminos, dominos, vamonos. Stupid university. Where everyone graduates. Magna cum stupid.
You know what? You know what's going to happen when Gerald and Robert finally leave and retire and go to Tampa? This. I think I broke him.
You bitch. I have to remember what my wife tells me. Breathe, Brian. Breathe, because y'all heard her on the air with me.
Right.
She'll zing one out of nowhere, and I'm done.
Right.
I'm done. You know what won't happen in this first round of the playoffs?
What's that?
What?
Game 7.
No?
No? I don't see it
You know
happening.
what? I take that back. It will happen, and it will happen in the Pistons-Knicks series on Sunday.
Ooh. I can see that.
I'm calling my shot. Have I been wrong? 99% of the time I've been wrong. Hell, that's rule 2 of the house. Okay?
It's your fault. Everything is.
By the way, Game 7 would be on Saturday.
Saturday? Okay. Let me shout the boys out at the BS3 network, including Ben Sutter, the Thud, and the crew.
Yes.
Great time. Great talk with him. And we are on the road to meeting him in Santa Clara in February.
The general of the Irrational Cowboy Fan Army.
Mm-hmm.
That is Mr. BS3.
Yes.
Man, I'm going to have to be suited and booted for Santa Clara.
We all are going to be suited and booted for Santa Clara. Wait till y'all see what my wife comes out with.
So, should we get this
And if it sounds
frivolity
like
over with?
And if it sounds like I'm showing her off, you goddamn right I am.
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. My little fashionista back behind me will be right there with it.
Oh, good. You know what she gave? You know what Jody gave me? With her new job, she gave me one of these because they were like several choices. One that had the big smile, one that had the and then this one.
Yep.
You know why I picked this one?
Mm.
2 reasons. 1, Jody, and 2, Dakota.
Mhm.
Because I can just, there have been so many times Dakota's been over here and I just see him with that hee face.
Mm-hmm.
That little mischievousness.
Yeah. I can't say it's a face I've never worn. Hell, I've worn it all my life. What the hell am I talking about? And the other thing she gave me, y'all ready?
Mm.
Oh boy.
This ought to be good. Oh, for God's sake. Ladies and gentlemen, it is exactly what the doggone Chicago Bears did when they risked, mortgaged, and doubled down their future for DJ Moore.
Question is, do we still hold on to that? Because the Bears made some pretty nice moves in the draft.
But
Yeah.
still,
they didn't mortgage a whole lot if they could make these moves and still keep DJ Moore.
They still did too much.
I don't. You know what, Bear fans, you're not gonna like me for. You know what? Let me just do this.
And this is how we kill time before the stupidity happens.
I'm sorry, Bear fans.
I'm not.
Y'all about to get it.
Dear Ben Johnson, do you know what the hell you're getting into?
No.
Do you realize you're about to coach a team? Now, granted, I will get this out of the way. You did great in the 2025 draft. Absolutely fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, it is my fear that Ben Johnson will become a puppet. Why?
Oh.
Ryan Poles.
Oh.
I don't trust that fool. And Bear fans, you shouldn't either. Now, I know the argument's going to come my way of, well, he did the draft very well. Did he? Did he actually make those calls? Or did Ben Johnson make those calls? Or did someone outside of someone way up in the bowels of the Bear offices make those calls? What frightens me about the Chicago Bears, and Victor can attest to this, is the culture.
Yes.
The culture that will permeate into Ben Johnson sucking as the Bears coach. I'm praying that's not the case.
Mm-hmm.
I'm praying that's not the case. Believe me, I'm praying that's not the case. I just know what these eyes have seen for 44 years. And it ain't pretty.
No, it's not.
It ain't pretty. Save 2 years. 1985 and 2006. NUFFIN. Nothing. Matter of fact, we can sandwich 1985 around 1984 and 1988. Why do I mention those years? Because both times you faced the 49ers in the NFC Championship, and both times the 49ers whipped your ass. Matter of fact, I hope this ends. I am praying this ends a drought that has gone on since 2010. Why do I mention that year? Because the Bears had the Green Bay Packers in their house,
right,
for the NFC Championship. And they let a 52% Aaron Rodgers kick him in the nuts and smack him in the ass. And since that day, the Bears have not been the same since. I hope that changes. But as my dad used to say best, I know better.
Right.
It's no man's take. What's yours? All right, I'll give you a reprieve. We're going to take a break. Let everybody get warmed up. Shut up.
And then
begins. The frivolity continues.
You're fired.
Shut up. Back in the deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
During bad, SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
I think I finally found.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Hey, Mason. Got a new house. It's looking pretty cool so far.
Finally found a place that I call home.
I'm teaching Louise how to cook some lasagna.
It only takes a spark to make a fire start.
Thank you.
Study, please.
I think I finally found a place to make my own. A place that I call home. This place that I call home.
My mother was always very familiar with her neighborhood, but one day she stopped at the stop sign for much longer than usual. And she didn't know whether she should go forward or turn, and she wasn't even really sure where she was at. It was very unsettling for her.
I felt so much better after my son told me, Mom, I don't want you to worry or be afraid. I'll be there for you, and we'll figure it out.
This planet has been great to me. It's given me gifts that I can't even explain. It's given me adventures and memories I'll never forget. And Battleborn, I think, has given me the opportunity to go beyond and give something back. How can I be a better custodian to this planet and the place I live? That's where I am with Battleborn. Let's make the planet a better place.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts. Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast. Every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
I love doing this. I love doing this. A reminder for the men: choose yourself, choose happiness, choose laughter, choose smiles. Okay? I say all that to say, check your mental health, be cognizant of your mental health, and work on your mental health daily. This is from a mental health patient, and I'm going to surprise the boys here, someone who's working to be a mental health and trauma survivor coach.
Nice.
There you go.
Been there,
Nice.
and I'm not using any kind of special training. I'm not using any kind of certification. I'm using my own experiences to teach myself and to help teach other men. So let's get on that road. Now, push a button.
Damn it, I don't want to.
Cue the heartbeat.
Damn it.
In a world where partial greatness is celebrated and
total greatness is shunned. There stands to be a figure on the lips of those who love him and those who hate him. The inane comparisons to Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant continue and has existed since 2003. There is no end in sight, for the battle between those who unconditionally love and unconditionally hate him wages on. These are their stories. Welcome to the Bronzexual Confessions.
And here we go.
Don't tell me it started this way.
No, no.
Thank God.
It started with a statement.
Oh, dear.
Oh, God.
Now, you want the ultimate troll? How about calling out people that don't know what the fuck they're talking about when it comes to basketball? This is where Lowen Castillo comes in.
Oh, no.
Don't. Okay, so it makes it worse when it's one of those where that happened.
Actually, yes and no.
Oh.
Yes, because it did occur on social media, and no, because this shit found me.
What you mean?
I shall explain. Lowen Castillo, you dumbass, wrote this piece of dumbassery. Quote, LeBron James' playoff wins are better than the only big three superstar super team in the 90s. Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and Dennis Rodman's combined total career playoff wins.
What?
Close quote.
What?
Ladies and gentlemen, a word from our sponsor.
This moment of bronze-sexual stupidity is brought to you by Hooked on Bronix. When you start talking like an idiotic bronze-sexual, Hooked on Bronix can set you right. Call 1-800-YO-KANG. Real LJPM, now approve all this.
Somehow the city is still paying for these ads.
Okay, Lowen Castillo. The graphic reads Bulls 187 franchise playoff wins. LeBron 184 career playoff wins. I have something to tell you, Lowen Castillo. This is factually incorrect. Because I'm willing to bet you didn't include anything from the first three-peat.
No, I'm pretty sure.
You didn't include anything from the build-up to the championship run. You only wanted to gloss the nuts of LeBron James, and he has no nuts.
No.
Give me this camera, goddammit.
Castillo decided to
You wanted to glaze, and stick the down your throat so bad that your statements are factually incorrect. Learn to do your math first.
And how, pray tell, is that, Snowman?
187 franchise playoff wins versus 184 career playoff wins. You know how that franchise number 187, you know how that's better?
How?
They mostly occurred within an 8-year period. For LeBron to get his 184 playoff wins, that occurred during a 22-year period.
Where he's about to get clowned out again.
Yep.
I got another one for you.
Talk to me.
Same person. Lowen Castillo.
Oh, hell.
God help me.
So they have this NBA Final Series leading team in points, rebounds, and assists. LeBron 7 times, Jordan no times.
That's factually incorrect.
Take a ride with me right quick.
Okay.
He says the following, quote.
Wait.
No, go ahead. Do it right.
Quote.
LeBron won 2 titles without Wade, LeBron won 2 titles without Bosh. LeBron won 3 titles without Kyrie. LeBron won 3 titles without Love. LeBron won 3 titles without AD. MJ won 1 playoff without Pippen. Lucky win against Bucks in 1985, first round playoff exit. The next 2 consecutive playoffs are swept by Larry Bird, total of 3 first round playoff exits, 1985, 1986, and 1987. No playoffs in 2 consecutive years in Washington Wizards. Close quote.
I had that.
Snowman ripped this apart.
First, a selection from the Wonder Bread Choir entitled Quit Sucking His Nuts. Give me this bitch. You want to talk about all the titles that LeBron won without these certain players, and you want to forget 2 things. One, he won with every single player that you listed.
Right.
And 2, before Mike retired in 1998, he made the playoffs in every single season. From 1985 through 1998. He made the playoffs in every single season. I can destroy this argument with one statement.
Okay.
LeBron never made the playoffs in his rookie year.
That's true.
True.
In 1985, Michael Jordan made the playoffs with the 8th seeded Bulls and carried the reigning Defensive Player of the Year in Sidney Moncrief to a 4th game, I beg your pardon. 1986, Michael Jordan has a record LeBron will never get. 63 points in a playoff game.
He did it in my house, too.
Against one of the greatest teams ever assembled. Legacy built, not legacy bought, you dumbass. He carried the Bulls into 2 overtimes. Oh, you want to know what pressure that was? Hold up. Let me see if I can find it Let me see if I can find this really quick. No, I'll just explain it because I'll have to cut it tomorrow. MJ got fouled with no time left in regulation. He was on the free throw line by himself, needing to hit 2 to send it to overtime.
You talking about the Celtics game?
April 20th, 1986. Let me say that date again, you asshole. April 20th, 1986. LeBron has never had a game like this, no matter what final appearances he made and lost subsequently.
The titles are lost.
Sorry. No, I'm not sorry he lost him. He's a bitch.
Boss man?
Yes, sir.
I think I may have found. Oh, you beat me to it.
Oh, I'm trying to find the exact.
I've got
right
it
now.
I have it. I happen to have it.
Uh-oh.
Right here. Where'd it go? Right there. I happen to have it. This happens to be the free throws.
Players do fake the foul. He can tie it up here and send the game in overtime. Overtime in game 2 of our best of.
There you go.
Where's LeBron's signature moment like that? Oh, he doesn't have one. And you Bron-sexuals ain't got a signature moment either, considering the fact that you base your arguments on falsehoods. For once, I'm not even ripping the man. I am ripping the bronze sexual group, which is how Cole started this thing 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Get off of his joystick, will you please?
They can't. They're super glued to it.
Forget super glue.
They're surgically attached.
They're gorilla glued to that bitch.
Ooh. There's more.
Oh,
There's
I got
more.
one. I got one here.
Go ahead.
I got one here. Michael Jordan, 2 consecutive years without playoffs. NBA seasons 21-02, 2001-02, and 2002-03. 15 seasons only. He retired twice just to rest his own load management. Lowen Castillo, and y'all are going to have to forgive me for the frivolity that's going to come out of my mouth. Matter of fact, you know what? I can edit it. I can do this. Lowen Castillo, listen. Got me up. I don't even have to read the numbers. I don't have to look at the numbers. Lived it. Took a peek at the documentary, The Last Dance.
Mm-hmm.
Relived it.
Good documentary, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Award-winning.
Yep.
My wife convinced me to watch it because she said you would seem arrogant if you don't at least take a look at it. She was right. I took a look at it and saw even more inside stuff than I saw live. I don't even have to read these numbers here on the left side of my screen because it's taken LeBron 22 years to even reach Michael Jordan's level in 1988.
And he still doesn't play defense.
Why do I mention 1988? Because there's a certain award that Michael won in 1988 that LeBron will never win because he doesn't play defense. That award is Defensive Player of the Year. Listen, you bronzexuals, and listen good. LeBron has never made his teammates better. He's never made his team better. He got shut down by Pat Riley and doesn't like to be coached. Meanwhile, Michael played under 2 of the greatest coaches ever, Phil Jackson and Dean Smith. The real GOAT. The real GOAT.
You fool!
The real GOAT.
Delete! 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 Delete!
22 NBA seasons without retirement. That's because he's been taking PEDs.
22 seasons without retirement. He hasn't played a full season in ages.
He hasn't played a full season since 2018. You know how many consecutive seasons where Michael's played all 82 games? All of them? You want to know? Every single one of them. The only 2 where he didn't was the 85-86 season where he missed 64 games with a broken ankle, and the 01-02 season where he missed it with a knee injury. Bitch. Now I'm cussing. A billion light years better than Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant combined? Okay. How many titles does Kobe Bryant have, gentlemen?
5.
How many titles? Let me change my question. How many true titles does LeBron have? 1. 1.
Uno.
Because in every other title he won, he got his ass saved.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the final series where he got outplayed by a fellow 10 inches shorter than him. His name, J.J. Barea.
He got outplayed by Dirk Nowitzki.
Forget Dirk. Dirk didn't have to do much. J.J. Barea was posting up LeBron. Meanwhile, Michael was posting up Patrick Ewing.
Well, remember, Dirk Nowitzki was considered over the hill at the time in 2011.
Oh, by the way, better question. How many times has Michael led the league in scoring? I'll give it to you. 10. How many years out of
10.
those 10 did he win MVP of the league?
5.
87-88, 90-91, 91-92, 95-96,
95,
and
96, and 97, 98.
Yep.
Oh, by the way, how many times was he named Finals MVP? All 6 times. You bronzexuals are stupid. You bronzexuals are dumb. You bronzexuals are idiots. And if you think to this point that, where's the button? You think to this point that is better than the real king?
You fool!
We gotta pause that.
I cannot wait until retires and finally gives the fans back the game of basketball. Because when that happens, we will all be doing this. And now, a word from our sponsor.
This moment of bronze sexual stupidity is brought to you by Hooked on Bronix. When you start talking like an idiotic bronze sexual, Hooked on Bronix can set you right. Call 1-800-YOKAY. Real LJPM, now approve all this.
And the City Fifth has gone belly up.
Oh, by the way, how many times has LeBron James led the league in steals?
Never.
How many times has Michael done it?
3, right?
3 times.
The
87,
only
80.
player in NBA history to lead the league in scoring and steals 3 times.
87-88.
Yep.
89-90.
Mm-hmm.
92-93.
And what was great about the first one? Led
We
the league
also-
in scoring, led the league in steals, was voted most valuable player, and became
35.
the first player in NBA history to lead the league in scoring and steals.
On average, 35 a game.
Oops.
I actually had a bronze sexual say to me that Michael Jordan was
Okay.
Oh, no.
I have this about after this year, how many times will he ever make the
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs?
More of
Because
how many
it
times
is-
can be bounced out of the first round?
because there are so many bronze sexuals, and yes, I'm actively getting into Discord. Oh Jesus.
Oh, God.
And it's your fault.
No, you can't blame me on this one.
Yes, I can.
You go in at your own risk.
I can blame you for this reason. You introduced me to Discord.
I introduce you, but you go in at your own risk. I show you the door.
What I have to
You choose
deal
walk
with
through it.
What I have to deal with bronze sexuals is what you have to deal with the Moronic Republic. Now kiss my ass.
Oh, by the way, I'm going to give you the best stat I can find.
Only
In
one?
the 22 years that LeBron James has been playing in the league, guess his average turnover rate per game?
3.
3.5. Michael, in the 15 years, including the 2 seasons in Washington, 2.7.
Bitches. Which tells me the bronze sexuals went here.
So I realized that I think even though it's not advertised,
right,
there has to be a place for stupid people. We don't know because we're not stupid, so we don't know anything about it. It's like a secret club society.
Oh my gosh.
So I come to the conclusion that he graduated from SU, stupid university. Yeah, and all the stupid ass letters that go along with graduating high honors of being stupid. I can't do no more, man.
Vámonos, dominos, vámonos. Stupid university, where everyone graduates magna cum stupid.
Also, by the way, LeBron's only averaging 27.1 per game in his career. Michael's at 30.1. Fuck y'all.
But
Say that to me again. Make me smile again. Say it again.
Everybody out in the old Forum in Los Angeles, to the Spectrum in Philadelphia, to the Barn in Chicago, and to the overheated Garden in Boston.
The original Garden.
27.1 points per game in the 22-year career of one LeBron James. Well, Michael's career, and by the way, when I saw this, it was highlighted in gold, which is an all-time average, 30.1. LeBron, you bronze-sexuals, go fuck yourselves.
There's a little, hold on, because Lauren Castillo's not done. Little Jim,
more?
This
more.
idiot's still going.
What in the all types of blue hell?
A picture. This is exactly how it would have happened. LeBron,
I'm looking at it,
dunking over Jordan, basically palming his head while dunking over him.
Bullshit. Michael would have thrown him to the floor.
Wait. I'm looking at this picture.
Here's the quote.
And y'all know the great BGS, one of my dearest friends out in California,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
I normally don't. I'll use it here. For this picture of LeBron dunking over Michael.
Now that's some bullshit.
Michael would have thrown him to the floor.
Now, here's the quote that he put down.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Okay.
He opened his mouth and said more stupid crap? You're kidding.
Open it one more time.
Okay. I hate doing it, but I'll do it. Quote.
History is made every time the GOAT steps on the court. LeBron surpassed MJ in points on nearly 1,300 less FGA. LeBron surpassed Kobe in points on nearly 2,000 less FGA. LeBron surpassed Kareem in points on nearly 500 less FGA, all while dishing out 10,000 plus assists more than Magic Johnson. I don't think y'all understand how crazy that is. It's about efficiency, not longevity. Never compare any basketball player in history to LeBron. Close quote.
Let me see. I can destroy that argument in 3 sentences. Actually, I'll combine them into one. With every player that he listed, MJ, Kobe, Kareem, and Magic, what's a common denominator?
They played in the 80s.
They all have more titles than LeBron.
Yep.
Mike and Magic and Kobe each with 5, Kareem and MJ each with 6. 6 is greater than 4. 5 is greater than 4, which means LeBron is a bum, which means LeBron's a bitch, which means LeBron doesn't play basketball correctly, which means he's not the greatest of all time. Now, MJ said it about himself in an interview with the late, great John Thompson that he wouldn't consider himself the greatest because it would mean that he took on the greats that preceded him. That's called humility. In 2016, after that supposed 3-1 comeback against the Golden State Warriors, he said, "That's where I became the greatest of all time," said LeBron. LeBron, you stupid ass motherfucker. You're nowhere near the greatest. You never will be the greatest. And in my humble opinion, you're only top 300,000. Now get out of my face, you thirsty bitches.
In a world where logic and sense flies completely out the window, while purple and yellow glasses are donned.
And in case you didn't hear what I said before,
offense.
by the way, LeBron, I got a question for you when it comes to your career.
How do you fuck that up? How do you fuck that up?
Got him. Dear Bronsexuals, you.
Oh, God. Here we go again.
Dear Bronsexuals, you. Dear Facebook and other social media platforms for letting Bronsexuals on to disturb our peace with the NBA. You. And dear networks that have put LeBron on and shoved him down our throats and up our asses for 22 years. You, and you. And in case you didn't hear, you. Now get out of my face, you thirsty bitches.
In a world where logic and sense flies completely out the window, while purple and yellow glasses are...
Oh, by the way, you, and you. Get out of my face, you thirsty bitches.
In a world where logic and sense flies completely out the window, while purple and yellow glasses are donned, rises a figure who encourages ridiculous, undying loyalty. Good Lord, I'm about to throw up. This has been yet another installment of The Bronsexual Confessions.
My son, you need to save something for tomorrow for the end of season service.
Oh, I'll have plenty. Have a great day. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move. And always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, they are simply not big enough. Dream big, do bigger. We hope you all are too. God bless you. We'll see you tomorrow. And to borrow from the great announce team of Charlie Slows and Dave Jagler, radio voices for the Washington Nationals, if you thought we were actually going to praise LeBron and Bronsexuals, you blew it. See ya.
Bronsexual fans.